Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to make another video, and it's an evening walk, and it's cool, and the sun is going down, and I hope the lighting is okay. Just a quick story from my past that I remember that's kind of humorous, but I remember when I was working for Honda in Marysville, Ohio. I was living in Dublin, and I had a straight shot on Route 30, the US Route 33, every morning and every afternoon to go home, and it was just nothing but cars, right? Especially, oh my heavens, all those factory workers and the morning rush and everything. Oh my heavens, it was so sleep-inducing. Oh my heavens. I remember in that period of my life, especially on the way home, like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, I would get so sleepy. I would have to, it's like a 30-minute ride, right? It's all straight shot, but the road hardly bends, and I would have to stop at a rest area, take a quick 15-minute nap to get home many times, okay? So in the morning, it's kind of similar. So I started this habit of munching on an apple while I'm driving, okay? And one morning I was driving along, and I finished my apple, and I go, oh boy, I gotta toss this out. Tossed this apple core out the window, and it was, I was in the far right lane, nothing but open fields, right? So I reach over, roll down my window, and then go, all the strength I could muster, go, boom, and bang, the apple came back at me. And it startled me so bad. What the heck is happening here? As it turned out, when I went to roll down the window, I rolled down the back window instead of the side window, the passenger window. And, oh my heavens, I had a good chuckle about that. But I wish I could have had that on film, but oh my heavens, that ride to Honda every day, especially in bad weather and snow. Oh my heavens, even in no weather. I remember, I think in the morning, long lines of traffic all the way to and from Columbus, right? And then there's 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going the other way with a median. And in the median, it was basically long, it went like this, kind of U-shaped, but it was not jagged, it was kind of safe. But I remember one day, all of a sudden, I was driving the fast lane, and then all of a sudden I see this car coming from the other way that all of a sudden dipped into that median and came up on the other side, on my side of traffic, was heading right at me, briefly. We were headed for a head-on collision, and oh my heavens. I think he quickly got control and got into the emergency lane, but oh my heavens, talk about a scary incident. But, and then one other thing I'll just say about the Japanese employees coming over to the United States, and I'm telling you, for them, you get in these open spaces like they don't have in Japan. These wide open spaces. You can't tell how fast you're going. You cannot tell how fast you're going. And I remember one time, this is in Utah, a filming crew / producer from some television show in Japan came, and they wanted me to take them to, I think it was Helper, down south in Utah. Was it Helper? to a turkey farm, and they wanted to film these machines that pluck turkeys, and it's like all these fingers sticking out of it and these rollers, and it was quite a scene. But I remember driving down to this place, and we were in the middle of nowhere, and we were probably going 70, 80 miles an hour, but for Japan, you can rarely, it's usually bumper to bumper traffic, or the buildings are so close and they're so crowded, buildings everywhere on both sides of the street, that you could be going 30 miles an hour and it feels like 50 or 60. So I think it was a semi slammed on its brakes or something in front of us, and oh my heavens, I had the fright of my life. I can't remember the details. We had a near miss, but I remember the Japanese guy saying, oh my heavens, I can't sense how fast we're going because it's so wide open. But anyways, I rolled in to one story, a couple stories, but okay. And then one more story about my t-shirt. I got this t-shirt at the thrift store in Japan, a new thing in Tokyo, and it was called Treasure Factory. And they have a classic abbreviation of this that made me laugh. And you can't hardly say it in polite company, but they call it Torevaka. Oh, it makes me laugh. But it's like a DI or Desert Industries here in Utah, except the items are so. I think I paid like $5 for this. I don't know. It probably would have cost at least $30 or $40 if it was brand new. But everything they have is in such good shape, and it's so cheap. If I were to move to Japan again, and I'm not saying I won't, or even have a second residence there or something, I would just go to these stores and just fill it up with everything I need, because they have refrigerators, they have gas ranges, everything, and everything's in such a good, almost new shape. Rice cookers, yakiniku, teppang, what do they call them? Fryers, and it's my new go-to place in Tokyo. And if you ever get a chance to find it, Torehaka Treasure Factory. Oh man, what a joy to shop in. So, and shoes, and most shoes are not going to fit me in Japan, but occasionally you get people with big feet, and I can find shoes that would fit me. But anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking with it, and that's about 8 minutes. That makes a good video. But thank you for listening on this beautiful evening, and let me show you what I'm walking into. Walking into this sunset. It's just so beautiful, and through this beautiful neighborhood of beautiful houses, and oh my heavens, it's heaven on earth. Marysville, Utah. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.